Okay, yeah, then I'm just going to get the lobby then.
Sure,
and,
yeah. We just redecorated it. Do you
yeah?
like it?
So in here, any picture you take, you're violating HIPAA. So if your video now, it's inappropriate and it's against the law.
Well, isn't HIPAA for employees?
Yes. He refuses to leave. Can you please send the police or the sheriff immediately and get him out? So he's actually videotaping me now, and I'm sure he'll put it all over the internet, which also, you do not have my permission to record, video, or post this anywhere.
Do you want him trespassed?
And it has a picture of, what is
Man,
that?
don't touch
in the
me.
front. Will it continue to be recorded, even if you're on hold?
I'm recording, it's fine.
And I want him arrested, please.
Just if in case they inflate things
You're
or...
getting trespassed either way, so you can't be inside the building.
I'm getting trespassed?
Yes.
So you've already... Can I get your supervisor?
Do you have your ID on you by any chance?
There's a guy called Audit the Police, but I don't think it's him. No, but I think I've seen this guy on YouTube doing the same thing, trying to get like for us to slip under our chin. Hey, seems secure.
Controllers, we are now at the Orange County Health Center building, number 3, which is on 901 West Church Street. We're gonna head in here and then make our way over to the WIC entrance after this, so let's have a look-see. Face coverings recommended. Thank you. How are you? No, we'll walk in.
Oh, so we actually don't take walk-ins.
Okay, I'm here to take pictures and video of the open areas, like the lobbies, corridors, entrances, that sort of thing.
Let me double check. Okay.
With who?
With my supervisor.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm allowed to. I already know I'm allowed to.
What's your name?
I don't want to give that up. Do I have to give up my personal information to come in the building?
No.
Just the accessible areas.
Because this is just a mental health association, so I just want to make sure that...
Yeah, it's a public building.
Okay.
Sure. It's okay.
Okay.
You can verify that. I'll wait here.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I close the door?
Oh, do you mind if I just wait right here then, since that's a lobby?
I'm
not gonna wander around into any restricted areas.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
They're here. This is the lobby.
Wants to take pictures and stuff. Of what?
Just the accessible areas. Public. I just go in the public buildings and gather content.
So there would just be the lobby because we have clients that have sessions going on right now. So
right. Where are those held? In these rooms here?
Just this lobby would be it. Yeah, because this is where we have counseling.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna get the lobby then.
Sure.
And,
yeah. We just redecorated it. Do you like it?
Yeah. I mean, it's. I'll probably push this out a little bit so you can walk through it a little better. Other than that, yeah, it looks, as far as I can tell. What services do you have for the public in here?
We're mental health facility. For people that don't have insurance, we provide counseling.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
In order to enter the building, typically, how does a member of the public typically able
Just
to get
through
in?
that door.
Well, yeah, I mean,
When they
do
have
they?
an appointment.
Okay.
Oh, you might want to see, like, on the other side is the Orange County Medical Clinic.
Right here on this other side?
Yeah, but you can't go through here. You have to go around that way.
Right. Yeah, might make my way over there. So over here, if you don't have an appointment and you just want to walk in and, take pictures and video, or, just kind of ask like what kind of services you have, or maybe just pick up some, public information. If they don't have a computer or something at home, is there a way they can just gain access into the building, or do they have to?
It's just for appointments.
Just for appointments?
Yeah, so when they have an appointment, we will let them in.
And you just do counseling over here on this side?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. I appreciate you.
So yeah, you can take a picture and then...
Yeah. So that's employees only. Won't go over there. What about over here?
So these are the client sessions over here.
Client sessions. Okay. Gotcha. You don't have any personal identifying information in the hallway, do you? I would hope not.
No, of course not.
Okay.
But you can't go back there just because you can hear a little bit maybe potentially, so we don't want to.
You want to walk with me real quick? Just
no,
go right and just come right back. I'm not going to go in any rooms or anything.
No, you can't, because there's sessions going on and that's private information, so you can't go down there.
Oh. Well. This is a public area though, right?
No, because there's private sessions going on.
But those are you guys have already created the privacy though in the rooms though, right?
Yes, but just the whole area is.
Yeah, but that would mean it's private.
If you don't have a session, like an appointment.
I mean, I'm just saying technically it's public. It's a corridor / hallway. Okay. So it's if members of the public can come in here for services, and the fact that it's covered by taxpayer dollars, without members of the public, you guys wouldn't have a business, or you guys wouldn't have this building here in the first place. So I'm just asking to walk down the, or insisting to go down the hallway and take pictures.
Can you give me 1 second? Sure,
go ahead. You can talk to her. I'm reasonable.
You cannot take pictures here. This is private. This is a mental health clinic, and this is private. This is not a public building. It's a mental health facility. So in here, any picture you take, you're violating HIPAA. So if your video now, it's inappropriate and it's against the law.
Well, isn't HIPAA for employees?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not for members of the public.
Are you a?
I'm not employed.
No, it is for patients and everybody that works here. So if you don't leave, I'm going to call security.
Well, I don't work here, man.
I need you to leave, or I'm calling security.
Can I respond to what you just said?
No. And
so,
if you're, what is your name?
What's your name?
No, what's your name?
Who are you?
Would you please get my phone so we can call 911, because this is a mental health facility?
You're giving me directives. I don't know who you are, man. Obviously, you work here, I think. But I mean, who are you?
Thank you.
You need to de-escalate a little bit. I'm just asking questions. Do you guys receive grants from the government? You guys are taxpayer funded, just so you know, by Orange County. Yeah, call whoever you want. I mean, they're going to tell you the same thing. It's not my first time in a government building. Is that your personal phone, ma'am? I can FOIA request that. It's public record. Do not delete that.
911 emergency. This is Summer on a recorded line. What's the location of your emergency?
The location is 901 West Church Street, Orlando. I am in Building 3 in the Department of Health. This is a mental health clinic. There is a person in here who refuses to leave. He's recording everything on video right now. So you're on speaker and he's right here. He needs to leave, and he is insisting on taking videos and recording employees. And this is also where we have patients walking around. He refuses to leave. Can you please send the police or the sheriff immediately and get him out? So he's actually videotaping me now, and I'm sure he'll put it all over the internet, which also, you do not have my permission to record, video, or post this anywhere.
Do you want him trespass?
Yes.
There is no privacy in public, man.
What does he look like?
It's not an emergency.
He's white, and he's probably about 5'7", 8". He'll probably say 5'9". He's got blue eyes. He's got
handsome,
kind of not shaved, kind of scruffy a little bit around, and he's wearing a blue shorts and kind of dirty white sneakers, a t-shirt, and it says
Affliction.
He's talking right here. Would you please tell her your name?
Hi, ma'am. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, sir? What's your name?
I'm doing good. I'd rather not identify myself right this moment. But I'm.
This is a mental health facility. Please send the police immediately for him to leave.
Could you? Ma'am, could you?
He's wearing a gray t-shirt that says Affliction, and it has a picture of, what is that?
Ma'am, don't touch me. Do not touch me.
Has a picture of an eagle.
Do you see any weapons, any guns or knives?
I would not know. I would not know because I'm not touching him.
Unwanted touching.
I don't see it. He's got. I don't see it, but it doesn't. I don't know what he has.
Can I speak to her? I'll tell her what she wants to know, ma'am.
Pardon?
Is it called the Outlook?
Yes.
You were Department of Health. Okay.
Yes, we're in it. We're in
the government building.
Our door faces Church Street, and I am here at the front door, inside.
A public building. Yeah.
Okay. We have a call of ticket officers out there. You can let them know what's going on when they get there.
Thank you. I'm going to keep this recorded if you don't mind, please, while you're here. If you can still talk with me while he's here until the police get here, I would appreciate that.
I may have to put you on hold to answer other 911 and progress emergency calls, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Will it continue to be recorded even if you're on hold?
I'm recording, it's fine.
I'm sorry, ma'am, what'd you say?
Will you continue
Because
to
it needs be recorded?
Will you continue to record his talking while you're on hold if you have to put me on hold?
I don't believe it records. I think it only records what I'm hearing.
Okay. So, what do you know are my rights while he's recording me and about keeping him from putting it on anywhere?
Good question.
I can advise you on the law, ma'am. You have to talk with an officer about that.
Thank you. I will. I will definitely do that. And how fast are they getting here?
So the call is already up. We're just waiting for them to be available to send out.
Okay. I am.
It's not an emergency, so.
You are trespassing.
911.
You are in a mental health facility.
Government building, ma'am. It's public.
It's a mental health.
This is
publicly
publicly accessible.
Public when it's mental health.
She said, and another lady said, I can take pictures and video inside the lobby.
I'm letting you know when it's a mental health facility, it's different.
Ma'am, you have mental health services, but it's for the public. It's a public building. This is a constitutional right that I'm participating in. It's freedom of press. I'm press. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
You're a journalist? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're embarrassing yourself, ma'am.
You're a journalist? Who do you work for?
Myself. I'm independent.
Mm-hmm. And where do you print all of your stuff?
You'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, did you say there was a floor? Did you say building 3?
Building 3, and the door, my door, the clinic faces Church Street, so they would park. They could either just park right up at the sidewalk in front, and we're across Wick, the Wick food store.
Okay.
You do not have permission to record. You don't have permission
Yeah, I
to
do.
post anything.
The Constitution gives me permission, ma'am. You're in public.
You don't have permission to record anything.
You don't have permission to invade my rights. Look up the First Amendment of the Constitution. Also, there is no privacy, no expectation of privacy in public, ma'am. That's case law. So you know, this isn't my first rodeo. You're going to be educated today.
Are you recording this, please?
You think that's funny?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, honestly, you're giving me
And he's recording every employee here, guys.
She thinks-
just go in the
she
room.
thinks it's
You have
funny.
everything you need?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get back to work. Thank you.
You can, you know what?
So we have what appears to be a leader here advising her staff to create public record on their personal phones, which if they delete that record, it's a misdemeanor crime because I can FOIA request that, ma'am. So I haven't been able to get any private information here.
Really, this is taking a long time.
Camera back.
I can't leave him alone out here in the room because it's a mental health facility.
Yes, ma'am. I noted that as well. They're aware.
Surprised you guys don't have cameras in here.
He's video recording everything inside this room.
All that I can see from a public space.
Yes, ma'am. I noted that he's recording.
I'm just letting you know I'm locking the interior door so we can keep files and whoever other employees safe. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna get an education today, man.
And I want him arrested, please. If he does not, yeah, he needs to be arrested, because yes, if that's what they do for trespassing, I'm not very familiar with that.
Okay, yeah, you can talk with the officer about that when they get there. I'm not certain on, I believe it's up to officer discretion, so.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Okay.
So who owns this building, ma'am? Do you own the building? Is there like a CEO? Is this a private business? You guys don't take any taxpayer money? Don't want to answer, no comment? Secrets don't make friends.
You can pull up on that while you're still on the phone.
Can I? Okay.
Just don't hold on.
Let's see, I'm gonna forward it to you. And then.
Press the letters ST.
So we got Julie Bilsky, Director of Clinical Services, Therapist, Field Supervisor. So you're Julie, right? So if you would have come out, Julie, and had a normal conversation, I probably would have been gone by now. That's all right, create your own privacy. It's only been 20 minutes. I've already got a crazy lady with a disdain for the public and police, law enforcement on their way. Let's hope they uphold the law, or uphold their oath and enforce the law, not policy or this lady's feelings. They're in there talking about protection for themselves and about me posting this video. They really don't want me to post this video. We got the boys in blue. Law enforcement has arrived.
Hello.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Something going on?
I don't know. What do they say?
I don't know.
Can I just get your name and badge number?
Police? Oh, thank
Hi.
you.
I'm talking to her.
Yes.
He has been recording me. He refuses to leave. He's going on this rant. And the police are here, so I can get off with you. Thank you.
A rant.
No problem. Bye-bye.
You've been the one doing it.
This is a mental... Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And is there a way for me to get all of this? He's currently being recorded on off of his phone, so it's not posted. He's already got my identification, and this is a mental health facility.
It's a public.
This is private.
It's a public building, man.
Okay. Can I talk to you outside?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
I'll wait for you outside. I'll walk out the door in just a second. I'm gonna talk to them first.
Okay. Can I just get your name, badge number?
Officer Rendon 34556.
Thank you. And actually, if you don't mind, I'd rather wait here because I want to see what
Let me
they
talk to them
say.
first. Just wait out there for me, and then I'll go back outside.
Well,
for you.
I'd rather just wait in here if you don't mind, because I want to hear what they're gonna say. Because that's why I'm recording at this point. It's for my own protection.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just if in case they inflate things
You're
or
getting trespassed either way, so you can't be inside the building.
I'm getting trespassed.
Yes.
So you've already. Can I get your supervisor out here, please?
Sure.
Requesting
Can you wait outside
supervisor.
for me, please?
Okay. I'll wait for outside for your
Thank you.
supervisor.
Foxtrot 25 to Foxtrot 20 Alpha. Hey.
Car to car downtown.
Give me a second. Let me just get the supervisor on the way. Foxtrot 25 to 20 Alpha. Hey, the subject for the 69 is requesting a supervisor. If you can be 51. So he's right
He's
there.
been recording all of this.
So-
He's got my identification. He's going to post all this.
What was he here for?
Nothing. He just came in
Does he have
for
an appointment
doing
or
this.
anything?
Nothing. He's not a patient. He's not an employee.
okay.
He's just some
Patrol
stranger
downtown.
doing whatever he's doing. Somebody let him in because these are locked doors.
Okay.
And I'm sure they didn't know, because they're opening the door. He walked in. He's refusing to leave, and he's whatever he's saying to me, he keeps doing. And please leave. And he's recording everything about me, everything here. That door's unlocked now. So you talk to him first. I
Well,
saw
after
that.
she let him in, I talked to him, and he was just talking in circles. He refused to give her his name and stuff, so that was his personal information. As soon as I heard that, I came out just to say, like, don't let him in. But he's just saying, like, this is his right, and he can
It's a public
videotape us.
building,
He
and
wanted
right.
to know where he was allowed to go in the building. I said,
That's church.
Church?
yeah, I said, you can't go anywhere in this building. We have to protect everyone's privacy here. We have, people getting mental health counseling. And, I mean, he was videoing me the whole time, too. So
Right.
then I just went in my office and told them not to come out, and they called you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he, when he's recording and stuff, did he say anything at all? I don't know if you want, you can go.
He's just saying, I record public places, this is what I do, and just kept asking me where he could go in the building, and I just told him he couldn't go anywhere but right here.
And he didn't say he needed like any mental help or anything like that?
No.
So then, so you went in your room, and then you came and told me he's recording all around.
Excuse me?
Did you leave something in there?
No, he's just doing this for absolutely whatever's
No.
entertaining him.
Yeah.
However, he's being harassing, as you see. So he wouldn't listen to get out. I was explaining this is mental health. He goes through this whole, but this is public, and you're embarrassing yourself. And I said, no, this is private. This is mental health. It's different. You need to leave, please.
Before you probably.
Oh, I hope.
Yeah.
And who has authority to sign a trespassing?
I do. I can do
You?
a.
Okay. All right.
So we're both LCSWs. I can do a Baker Act if you want me to. I'll fill it out right now. I have the paperwork. I will.
Well, we'll ask him some questions to see
And
if maybe
trespass
he needs...
anything.
Because he kind of looked like his eyes were... Was he crying?
No.
Oh, okay. I
He's
wasn't
looking.
sure.
What
I
you
wasn't
see
sure
him
if I saw
doing-
his eyes like water.
What you see him doing, he's been doing and being obnoxious and going up this. I won't get up as close
Okay.
as he was, but that's what he was doing.
Okay.
Just, I just scanned it and saw it.
I'm sorry, let me make sure we get his information. Pinero, just type 14 for a 69 or see if B52. Okay, so we'll try to see if he will give us his information so we can trespass him. If for any reason he refuses and walks away,
So we got a
obviously we
picture
can't
of him
stop.
too.
Yeah. If we just can't stop him if he decides to walk away, we'll try our best to get his information. If he just walks away and doesn't listen,
trespassed. I don't know what you do. Like,
yeah, it's usually like a document that it goes up to our system. That way, if we run his name and say, "Hey, has he been trespassed from this location?" they'll tell us, "Yes, he's been trespassed." So then the next time he's here, we can arrest him. If we don't get that far, then with the pictures, what we're going to have to do a picture. I'll give you the case number and then just put the date and the time and verbally trespass.
Oh, so you can't arrest him or anything?
Not right now, no. If he decides to come back again after the verbal or written trespass, then he'll be arrested.
Okay, so didn't know that. So a written trespass is me just putting in like a formal complaint? Is that what it is?
It's like signing a piece of paper that we keep. Well, you keep a copy of it too, and you keep it here in the office. So if you guys were to see him again, let's say you keep it in the break room or somewhere where everyone sees it, along with his picture. If he comes again, then anyone can call and be like, "Hey, there's a trespasser on property," and then we can arrest him.
Okay.
A verbal one is more like with our camera saying, "Hey, you can't come back." Case number, things like that. We can't get his information, but if we see him again and be like, "Okay, that's him. He's on video being told he can't come back," so he can be arrested again at that point.
So he has it on his recording, but I think you got it on recording where I was saying you cannot be in here. This is HIPAA. This is a mental health facility.
Yeah.
You need to leave, and he just kept going on his weirdness.
Yeah, it's just after that.
There's obviously an issue with him.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out if there's something else going on with him, but
says he's a reporter.
Yeah.
I
No, he doesn't look familiar. 10-4. After you've already told him to leave and that he can't be here and things like that, then police presence has to be able to witness it, and then that's when at that point it'll be arrestable offense.
Oh, so if I did that here and he wouldn't walk out, would that have counted then?
No. So
you were asking
basically, if I came in and I told him, "Hey, you're officially trespassed from here. You know, they don't want you here any longer." And he refuses to leave, then he can be arrested for trespass.
I have to fill out that trespass initially.
All right, correct. After warning.
Where do I sign?
Okay, yeah. Just let me double check if he's giving us his information. We're gonna see if he fits Baker Act criteria, and then we'll go from there. Just give me a minute. I'll come back. Okay. Can you guys someone watch the store? That way, if I need to come back, I'll just come here.
Yeah. Possible. Can she go out?
Yeah, you should. He's on the other side.
Hi. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, no
Thank you for your service.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it
Good,
going?
good.
2420 Alpha. You want to talk to us over?
Hey, could I get your name and badge number, please?
That's Salazar 34713.
All right, thank you. And who are you, sir? What's your name and badge number?
502.
Thank you.
Just 1014 for a 69, or see if
Let me just take a couple steps back so you're not too close to my camera. Yeah, so what are they saying?
I have no idea. I just showed up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just in a public building. This is a government public building, correct, guys?
I don't know.
No, this is a public building. Taxpayer funded, right?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, it's owned by Orange County, right?
I would have to look at the public appraisers.
Yeah. It says Orange County Health Center.
Possibly, like I said, I would have to look it up. I don't know.
Yeah. So basically, they let me inside the building, and the other lady said it's perfectly fine for me to film in the lobby. I never went anywhere else other than the lobby. So the other lady came out hot. She was barking orders at me, wouldn't identify herself. So she immediately called the police, and I said, "All right, well, I'll wait here until the police get here." That's pretty much all that happened.
So what can we help you with?
What's that?
So what can we help you with?
I mean, I don't need any help.
Okay.
I mean, what I would like you guys to do, just make sure you uphold your oath today. I'm just exercising, my participating in constitutionally protected activity. That's all.
Okay. We won't tell you can't film.
Yeah, in public spaces and public buildings.
Okay.
So, not a big deal. Yeah, it is not want to stay up. How's y'all's Friday going?
Pretty good.
It's busy on Fridays?
It's different every Friday.
Yeah, never know. And just so you guys know as well, the older lady there who called you guys out here, she touched my hand to try to move my camera.
Okay.
So she approached me. It wasn't the other way around. She approached me, touched my hand, which is unwanted touch. So I just want to make you guys aware of that as well.
You want to write a statement?
Sure.
You want to go by my car then? So we can ride to 10?
Yeah. So, do you guys need my personal information to take a statement?
Yes, sir.
So what I'll do is I'll kind of wait to see what the outcome is here today, and then afterwards we'll write a statement before you guys leave. Just because I don't want to relinquish my Fourth Amendment right at this point, which I'm sure you can understand.
A battery occurred.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct or not?
Yeah. Is that battery when they touch your hand and unwanted touch and swipe your hand out of the way? Yeah, that's what happened.
So you're alleging a battery occurred.
Yeah.
And as such, since you're alleging a crime occurred, we ask you if you want to write a statement. Yes or no? And then obviously I need to fill out all the demographics.
Sure. I'm just saying I'm going to wait until I'm just going to wait and see what happens here with the decisions you guys, whatever decision you guys come to.
Okay.
First, before I give out my information. All right. Thank you.
You want to write a statement for 85?
So you're the supervisor?
No.
Oh, which one's the supervisor?
He's not here yet.
Oh, okay. What's your supervisor's name?
It's the corporal today. It's going to be Corporal Perez.
Corporal Perez, okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
He's en route.
All right, cool. You guys get calls often with guys with cameras in public buildings?
That's it. Frequent. I mean,
it happens though.
Myself?
It's not your first rodeo, right?
No. Myself, maybe less than 10. I mean, it's not a lot of people. Not a lot of people call about it.
Right.
But not a lot of people.
Because it's not an emergency, you know. It's just a.
No. Like I said, less than a handful for myself that I've taken, but.
Right. So yeah, basically, just to tell you a little bit more about what's going on, I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story, and I was just in there, you know, gathering the content. They let me in, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get in. You know, it's locked from the inside. You know, the lady said it's fine for me to film in there in the lobby. That's pretty much it. Just participating in.
What kind of building is it?
What was that?
What kind of building is it?
It's a government building. Orange County. Health,
no, I mean, I understand that.
Yeah.
But like, what services are they providing there?
She said counseling.
Counseling?
I think she said counseling or therapy or something like that.
Okay. Is it different stuff? Like, I know I've been to that building, and that's where I got my kids' birth certificates.
Mm-hmm.
So is that like just different parts of county buildings?
Yeah, there's different Florida departments. You know, you got the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. You got the Florida Department of Revenue, Florida Department of, you know, in this case, it's this health center. I've never been here before, but.
Well, do you know what kind of like health center things they offer here?
I didn't get a chance to ask her. They did mention counseling, so I do know they do counseling. That's about all I know.
Sort of like emotional or mental or like.
I would guess. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
We don't walk in here a lot, so.
It's my first time here, so.
Unless like I Google these buildings, that's when I can figure out who the owners are.
Right. So what I'm hoping will happen here today, officer, is your supervisor comes out here and verifies this is a public building and I was in a publicly accessible area, and then hopefully those ladies can get educated that, you know, they can't kick out a law-abiding citizen for exercising First Amendment rights.
I'll double check, see the Orange County Proper Appraisal, see what that says, and then.
Okay, cool.
When I pulled up Proper Appraisal, 901 doesn't come up for this address for some reason. So I looked up a local address and then just walked it in here. It just comes back as 832, and it just says the whole thing's 832 on their grade system.
What does that mean?
So, like, you can look it up on your phone. You have Orange County Public Property Appraisers, and it tells you like what properties are owned by what entities. Mm-hmm. It's a public page, and you can look it up, and it says who the owner is. It says Orange County BBC or BCC.
Okay, yeah. So this is Orange County,
but it doesn't say 901. It just says 832 for some reason. 901 itself, like this building, doesn't come up. It just has a purple line around it, saying it's all controlled by 832. So, how did you look it up? You just go off of based on the county buildings?
Sometimes.
Or do you verify it through like Orange County Property Appraiser, or?
Different ways. I'll answer those questions for you in a little bit. I don't want to give away too much information. But yeah, what does that 832 versus 901 mean? 832 just means it has a different owner?
No, it's just 832 is coming up as that address right here, but it has a whole geo-grid across the whole building.
Okay, that's interesting.
So when you type 901, it's not populating.
Huh.
So I didn't know if maybe it's just for mailing purposes 911. And then how it's written up on the system is that way.
Okay. Is that the supervisor?
Not him, but the other one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's here though.
Appreciate you guys identifying yourselves. The lady inside did not. What's her name?
I didn't talk to her, obviously. I've been out here with you the whole time.
What's the lady's name? Do you guys have the incident number? Or are you able to do that to me at this point?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Oh, what's up? Oh, my cuss? Yeah. Schmink you, sir. There's a long drive out there.
SeaWorld? Yeah.
Not that the UCF one would have been faster.
UCF? Where at UCF?
It's over by UCF.
I think that would have been a little quicker.
No, not from Orange in Michigan.
I mean, 408 to 417, depending where UCF it is.
It's over by UCF. It's off of Colonial. You know when 417 ends? Not 417. When 408 ends? Right at Colonial, like right off there.
Yeah.
Over in those like government buildings over there.
Yeah, at the blower corner.
It's 2500 Discovery.
Yeah.
I think is the address. Way, way deep in there.
You said it was the colonel?
What's up?
You said who was it?
Corporal?
Corporal.
It's Corporal Perez. He's right there in the, not him, but the left right there.
Hello.
Hey Corporal, how are you doing?
Good, how can I help you?
Good. Well, you know, I was just inside the building, which they let me in. I stayed in the lobby area, publicly accessible area. The lady who
What were you here to do what?
What was that?
What were you here to do?
I was taking pictures of video, gathering content for a story. I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
So just exercising, you know, engaged in constitutionally protected activity, you know, so I'm sure this is not the only situation you've been in before. So I'm just staying in the lobby area. This older lady came out. So let me start over. The first lady that came out said, "Oh, you're fine to film in the lobby area," so that's exactly what I did. I simply just asked questions like, "Hey, can I go? I should be able to go through this hallway because that's considered a corridor. It's also publicly accessible. I'm not going into any of the private rooms they hold the counseling sessions in." And she was trying to say, you know, in the name of protecting the private identified information, not to go near those areas. And I was just saying, you know, it is a public building, just trying to educate. Well, she went and got her other boss, I guess. I don't know what her name is. She came out pretty hot, and she was telling me almost immediately when I didn't like bow to her wishes right away. We got a guy in here, he's refusing to leave. I was just trying to keep the conversation going and actually have her identify herself. She wouldn't even, I don't even know who she is. Do you know who she is? What her name is? I think it's Julia, but I'm not sure. But, if that was her office, I assume that she came out of. Her name's on the door, so I think her name is Julia. But that's pretty much it, man. And then I just waited for you guys to get here. And of course, I wasn't going to stop recording at that point for my own protection. So that's that in a nutshell.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
All right.
Yep.
So you wanted to speak to me about something?
What was that?
You said you requested a supervisor for something?
Well, Officer Rendon said that she was that I was going to get trespassed no matter what. So I thought I'd get you out here to, you know, trespass is a secondary crime and it has to be attached to a primary crime, which I'm not breaking any laws.
Who told you that?
Officer.
No. Who told you that trespassing is a secondary crime? Like, where are you getting that from?
It's the law. Trespass. It has to be. There has to be a primary crime. Because you can't trespass somebody from a public building if they're not breaking the law.
Okay.
So my question.
They're asking you to leave.
Yeah, I mean, it's a public building. I'm not breaking any laws.
But you just said yourself, you're over here. You have no intent to do, like, this is a clinic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, are you sick? Are you trying to get any help, treatment, anything that a clinic will need? Like, anything that will give you a reason to be? A reason to be here, other than you just want to film? I mean, I understand you're trying to film, and that's fine. I mean, I see what you're saying according to that. But imagine you work there and you see someone, like, what are you doing here? And you have no legitimate purpose of being
well,
here.
I explained myself.
I understand that you want to record, and that's. But do you see how it's concerning to someone who works there?
Not really.
Did you see what happened at Maine yesterday?
Well, if I was quiet and I didn't.
Did you not see what happened yesterday at Maine?
What happened at Maine?
You haven't seen the news?
Mm-hmm.
Some random active shooter that killed like 20 people.
I assure you, I'm not here for nefarious purposes, sir.
I don't know, but like, how do they know?
I mean, well, they don't know for anybody, sir.
Exactly,
anybody can walk in there. They don't know about anybody, even if they have an appointment. They don't really know who that person is.
That is true.
Respectfully.
It is true, but however, now they have something like, hey, what is this guy doing? And it's weird. Usually people that come here are not doing that. That is suspicious in nature.
Well, suspicious is not a crime, obviously.
It's not, but
it's got to be reasonable, articulate suspicion.
Okay, so to them, it's
and
weird.
I was engaging. I was friendly, just like I'm talking to you. Is exactly how I was talking to them in there. I'm not raising my voice. I'm not, going in there and hiding what I'm doing, making it obvious I'm recording. They let me in with me recording, so I mean that's on them,
the
right?
whole recording thing is not a problem. The thing is that they see someone who's weird, something that doesn't fit into them is strange, which is why they're calling it.
It's the 21st century. In all fairness, everyone's got cameras. Everyone's got a smartphone. People have social media.
I didn't call.
Well, it's all on video.
This is what they call for, right?
Right. You're just doing your investigating.
So now we're talking to you. We're trying to figure out. You just again. Now that you got your video going, is there anything else we can do for you?
I'd like to go back in there, get my pictures and video, and then leave.
Okay. I'm not sure they want you to be here.
Well, I mean, it's a public building, right?
Okay.
Is it a public building?
It is. You can still be trespassing from public buildings anyway.
If you're disrupting business.
Which you may or may not be. I don't know what happened.
Well, I'm not disrupting business. Okay. Did she say how I was disrupting business?
I don't know. I just spoke to her. I just got here.
All right. Well, we can go speak to her and see what she says and go from there. That's why I record, because people inflate things and make up stuff.
They call the police saying that they don't want you here, which is why we're here.
Yeah, but you guys can't enforce feelings. You guys are law enforcement, not policy or feelings enforcement. Okay. You seem like a nice guy. I mean, I'm sure this is not your first rodeo.
Right.
I'm just asking you to please uphold your oath, educate her that she can't call 911 emergency.
People call 911 for anything.
It's ridiculous, sir. It's a waste of our tax dollars.
You should see the things we go to. We go.
I know, and there's much more important things you could be doing than coming here and talk to a guy with a camera. So I didn't call you guys. I apologize on their behalf that they had to call you. I didn't call you guys. I just want to remind you of that. If you would please educate her and let her know that she's violating my rights. It doesn't sound like you guys are going to violate my rights today, so I appreciate that. Let's go talk to her, see what she says, and I'd just like to finish, participating in Constitution-protected activity.
Hang out here for a second. We already spoke to her. She doesn't. They don't want you inside with her. So if you have an issue with them, you can talk to them. We're just here to keep the peace.
Could I get her? Does anyone know her name? She didn't. She refused to identify herself to me when I asked her. I think her name's Julia, but I'm not sure. Julie or Julia? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she is. All right. We'll see what we do about that. Is there anything else we can do about it?
Well, so again, what I'm doing is I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity. If she's refusing me, that's legitimate business. If she's refusing me business, she's violating my rights.
Okay, go complain to her supervisors. I'm just here to keep the peace going.
Okay, I understand. You're professional peacekeepers. Yep.
That's all we're done.
So as of today, you're going to be trespassing on the property from there.
Could I get a copy of the trespass?
Yes. Do you have your ID on you by any chance?
No, I'm not carrying my ID.
Your trespass?
I'm not carrying ID.
Okay.
I prefer not to be on my personal information be on the trespass. You too. Thank you.
You can't come back for a year. You'll be subject to arrest. Okay? That includes this whole area of their property. So you have a good day, sir.
Can I get a copy of the trespass?
It's only with your ID.
If you give me your ID, I'll fill one out and I'll give you a copy.
I'm not required by law to give my ID though for a trespass.
Do you want a copy of the empty document?
What was that?
You want a copy of the empty document?
I just want something that says, this is the parameters of your trespass, and this is how long. You can't go. So, like, to what point am I not allowed to? So, if I went into that side over there, the other side of this department, am I not allowed to do that?
The building is 901 West Church Street, so you're trespassing from 901 West Church Street.
I mean, usually police officers provide a trespass notice.
There's verbal, there is written, right? Mm-hmm. And then when you look at the trespass after warning statute, is basically actual communication. So actual communication can be provided by written, by verbal, or by placard signs, that kind of stuff, So what she's saying is, based on the person that she's spoken to there, she wants to trespass you on Orange County's behalf, right? And so this is us saying, hey, on behalf of them, we're letting you know on behalf of her, because she doesn't want to engage with you, that you are trespassed verbally.
Yeah, but what law did I break though? You guys, you
Yeah,
can't.
so I don't know what happened in there, obviously. So what I'm getting is
but
that
you can't enforce.
Sort of
but if you don't know what happened, you can't enforce something on another person who's broken the law.
I specifically don't know, but obviously 2 officers went in there. So my understanding is there's an allegation of a disturbance and a such disturbance, right?
What's the disturbance though? Just exercising a lawful right?
So no one's saying that you're not exercising your rights, sir. The allegations were disturbance, just like you have allegations of battery. They have allegations of a disturbance, and we take it as prima facie evidence, right? Until we find out otherwise, right? Just like how you're claiming that you were battered by them, we're going to take that as the truth, right? No reason why you would lie. Also, no reason why they would lie.
Yeah, that's why I record. Yeah.
So that's kind of how, like, we have to take everything with the truth until we find otherwise that it's not true.
Okay. So, I mean, do you guys...
Starting today until next year, if you come back on the property of 901 West Church Street, that includes the parking lot, you'll be subject to arrest.
So I'm not going to get anything in writing?
We can give you the document.
If you provide your ID, you could, in writing.
We can give you an
I don't have my ID on me.
Then it's going to be a verbal trespass.
Then it would just be suffice as verbal.
Okay.
If that's what you want, I can give you the document that we have. It's just not going to have any information.
But it's your discretion, right? To trespass versus not trespass.
We don't trespass unless it's from city Orlando properties. It's basically the agent of the property, the owner, the agent. They're the ones that do the trespass. We just fill out the document and it's an official notice. That kind of makes sense, right?
So they can just trespass anybody they want who comes into the building they don't like what they're doing if they're not breaking the law.
As nothing to do with
doesn't make any sense.
Race,
Constitution.
Correct. That would fulfill one, yes. So like I said,
this is a constitution protected activity.
100%.
Yeah.
We agree with you, sir. We agree with you.
Who would I talk to though? You said take it up with who? Her?
Yeah.
That lady has no idea what her rights are. She's not the person I talk to.
You know what? She may, and she may not, right?
All right.
So obviously, you have your information. I don't know if it's live or if it's recorded. Another way for us to look and say, hey, obviously, to discredit her and her statements or her allegations, what information or what kind of video do we have to discredit her saying, yeah, you're definitely in the wrong? Right now, we're kind of in between saying, hey, she's alleging one thing, you're alleging one thing, and we're in the middle.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'll go through whatever measures I got to do to, take it to the, figure out what to do next.
Probably the Orange County.
And real quick, can I just get your name, badge number? I didn't get yours yet. I didn't get your name and badge number yet. You're the only one I didn't talk to you yet.
It's Rodriguez 37778.
All right. Thank you. All right.
You still want to fill out the battery report, sir?
I don't have my ID on me. I just put my name.
Yeah, I can
on
look
there
through the system. We have a database.
Okay. Could I go down to the police station later and fill it out there?
You can.
Okay.
1250 West South Street.
You have one there, or you can Google them. They're all nearby.
Okay. All right.
And then, more than likely, if you go to the police station, I'll see you again because that's my district.
Would I be filling this out with you, by the way, if I do it now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna take my statement, I guess I'll go ahead. If I have to by law, I'll give you my ID. In order to do that, I guess I'll.
You don't have to do anything because you're alleging
to
you're
fill
a victim.
out. Yeah, to fill out a statement. Do I have to? I have to give out my personal identifying information for that, right?
If you want
First name, last name, birthday.
If you want us to complete the investigation,
Mm-hmm.
because battery is criminal, yes or no?
Yeah.
So we have to determine if a crime is committed. You're alleging one was committed.
Right.
Through the conduct of their investigation, we then have to determine if there's video, no video. Obviously, you said you're recording. There's probably video in here. We'll go talk to them. We'll get that statement.
I didn't see any cameras.
Then, okay, so based on all that, we'll gather everything and do our findings. If we determine that, probable cause exists, that battery had been committed, then in that point, depending on if we can identify you, right? Because we can't send this to the state and saying, hey, there's somebody who showed up, says they want to press charges, but they don't want to say who they are. Because it's not us pressing charges, it's you, the victim, who presses charges. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to show up in court, identify yourself, and press charges.
Okay.
If you don't want to do that, that's fine. We can just do an informational report saying, hey, you're alleging that you were battered, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, can I show you what she did real quick?
Yep.
Yeah, so I was holding my phone like this, and if you want to put your hand out here, she went like this. Okay. It's unwanted touch. And what is that considered? Assault? Battery? What is that?
So if you're saying that the touch that she was doing was unwanted to you, then that would fulfill that. Now you have to also look at, was her intent to cause harm? Was her intent to do what? So we take all that into account and then go from there.
Okay.
And then also our agency gives us certain guidance based on certain crimes. We do either do physical arrest, we do notice to appears, we file at large, we also do adult civil citations. It's kind of on a case by case, depending on first offense or what the record looks like as well.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll fill out that statement if, you know, if I have to give you my information,
I guess. You don't have to.
In order to do the statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
You're by no means.
I'm not required to do this statement. I'm not required to do the statement, but in order to do the statement, I'm required to give out my name.
You're also not required to, but if you want us to complete the investigation and take it to the state attorney's office, and if we find that probable cause exists and to make a physical arrest and that kind of stuff, then at that point, yeah, you would have to identify yourself because you're the one that's saying you want to press charges. Because I didn't witness the crime, right?
But if I have it on video and I post it and I send you guys the link and you can see what she did, I wouldn't necessarily need to identify myself if I send it to you.
We would take the video, it would be an informational report until you, the victim, want to prosecute. And
okay.
You, the victim, has to identify
Let's just do that. Can I just do this in a way where I don't have to give out my personal identifying information and just do it that way?
We can do it, basically, we can do it the verbal way you just told me. You're saying that the person in there placed their hand and moved it off so you weren't recording.
Right. In
your eyes, you saw that as unwanted touch or strike, which is battery and flow statute.
Okay.
It'll be a verbal statement. None of your information will be. The only way we'll identify you is a male wearing a hat, shirt, pants, or shorts, and shoes. And it'll be that. It'll be an informational report.
Okay.
Due to lack of information for the
okay.
victim. And if you want to prosecute, we can do that.
All right.
Do you want to prosecute?
Again, going back to what, I mean, do I have to give personal information in order to prosecute?
If you don't want to prosecute, that's fine. Just know that without your information, even in this video, we are not going to be able to make an arrest or send this to the state attorney's office.
Okay. I might need to think about this a little bit, only because I need to find out for sure if I need to give out.
More or less,
not that I don't trust you, but
no, yeah, more or less the statute of limitations is going to be right around with the time they spend in jail. So right around a year to report this crime.
Okay, so what's going to happen is I'll just come in later to the police station. You provided the address, thank you, and then it would have the same effect. It would have the same effect to do it there, next week or whatever, versus doing it here now. Same effect. Okay, that's fine. Give me a little time to think about it. Yeah, I've never filed a report like this before, so you're educating me on that, so I appreciate it. So yeah, I'll just think about it. I definitely want to pursue it, but
all our policies are on the City of Orlando webpage. You can look them up for incident reports.
Okay.
You can Google them on there.
Sure, I appreciate
all public
it.
records. Look at them, and if you want to be a confidential informant or a confidential victim, we have those too. That happens. We'll take your report. Like I said, we just can't move forward with prosecution, and the state attorney won't move forward with prosecution unless you're willing to prosecute and unless you're willing to say, hey, I'm the person. Now, we have certain things called Marcy's Law. We'll protect you as a victim, which will redact all your information from those public records, because obviously incident reports, any contact with law enforcement is public records.
Right.
Just like these body cams.
Sure.
So there's things to protect your identity if that's what you're concerned about.
Yeah, I understand. All right.
You just let me know what you want to do.
I'm just going to go to the police station later on and take care of it then. But I guess I'll just wait for you guys to leave, and then I'll take off.
We're waiting for you to leave.
You have to go off the property.
All right.
You want me to hand you the documents at least?
Sure. Yeah, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Walking here, we drove it.
How do I get out of here, by the way?
Walking that way? I'm asking if you drove or you walked in.
Yeah, I drove.
I will move.
Okay.
So that's why you're waiting.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to get my license plate. That's why.
Oh, no. We gotta wait until you leave.
Well, then.
Okay, so it's either you leave first or you go to jail. Which one do you want to do?
If you refuse to get off the property,
we need to make sure that you leave. We're not just gonna.
I'm not refusing anything, guys.
Okay, so we want you to leave before we leave.
Yeah, at this point, you're not gonna tell us what we're gonna do.
No, I'm not telling you guys what to do.
Information you need, and you need to exit the property.
Okay, I haven't said anything. I'm just asking.
Okay,
yeah.
Making it clear.
Just like you're asking all these questions about how we do things, are you exercising your constitutional right? Now we're telling you what needs to happen at this point. We're already giving you all the information you need. We've already asked you several times what it is that we can help you with. He's answered you more than amply.
Okay.
And now this needs to happen.
So just for the record, if I don't leave, I will be arrested, correct?
If they want to press charges, yes.
So if I don't leave, will I be arrested?
Yes. Assuming they press charges, yes.
Okay.
Just,
all right. So so I'm under threat of arrest.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm under threat of arrest.
I'm not threatening you with anything. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
So if I don't leave, like,
talk to them if they want to press charges, you will go to jail.
okay, so if I refuse, then you go talk to her. She says I want to press charges, then I will go to jail.
Yes.
Gotcha.
100%.
Okay.
So this is what the sworn statement looks like. You would fill it out here.
Okay.
We would witness it, and then we would sign it and swear you to it. Sure. Here's what that document for Marcy's Law looks like. You can keep all these documents.
Okay.
Right here's the quote-unquote, what we call it, Marcy's Law. All this information, redaction information of a victim of crime in the state of Florida.
All right. I might as well do this statement now because you guys are going to get my license plate. So let's go ahead and...
Nobody cares about your license plate, dude. No one cares. Literally.
Well, I wish I could take your word on that. I wish that were true. But I know a lot of. I'm not saying I don't know who you are. I don't know you, but most police officers are all about that ID and identification because you guys have to put names in your reports and upload in databases so you know who that person is. I understand how it works. All right.
So like I said, it's up to you. If you want to provide ID, you don't. Plenty of time I've trespassed people for saying, "Hey, don't come back," and they're not identified. That happens all the time.
So you're not going to get my license plate? Okay. Well, promise me? All right. All right.
Right there's a trespass document. You said you wanted to look at it. This is what it looks like.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I'll grab it. Go over it again. This is a trespass document. This is what it looks like. There's information here. Obviously, nothing's filled out because we don't have anybody to on document trespass issues.
Well, I don't even know who she is. How would I get that information if I wanted to fill this out?
For them, I don't know what their channels are.
Are you guys able to get me her information before I go, at least?
We're not able to release information.
You can't?
Just like we can't release your information to her.
It's probably on the incident. Like if I go online and request
there's certain channels
documents.
that, like, if we were to get her information and do a report against this, then we would still tell you have to go to Orlando Police Department to file a public records request.
Okay, fully request.
Because there's certain ways that information gets released. We can't just release your privy information, nor her privy information.
Okay, all right.
And then here's the victimized booklet. This is kind of what it looks like. It has some information. Okay.
Okay, man.
Any questions?
Appreciate being cordial. I don't have any other questions. Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
All right, you too.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you. Have a good day, sir. All right, you too. There's a guy called Audit the Police, but I don't think it's him. No, but I think I've seen this guy on YouTube doing the same thing, trying to get like for us to slip under our chin. Hey, seems secure.